Hello, I'm Mike Wilson from Go Exporting, a consultancy business passionate about helping clients to profitably expand into international markets, with a particular specialism in the highway sector, having worked for many years in the industry. I've been asked to host this discussion with Joe Turley, CEO of Reflective Measurement Systems, on the latest developments in retroreflectivity testing and why it's so important to understand the condition of markings on our roads. Based in Dublin, Joe has owned and managed several businesses in the electronics, machine vision, and the plastics and motor sectors. He co-founded Reflective Measurement Systems 7 years ago and successfully secured €1 million in research funds from Horizon 2020 to develop the RetroTech system. Joe represents the National Standards Authority of Ireland as an expert on several CEN and ASTM committees on road markings and signs, and is also a member of the American Traffic Safety Services Association and European Union Road Federation in relation to road markings and signs. Welcome, Joe.
Thanks, Mike. That's kind of a big mouthful there, but thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here today to participate in Highways UK conference on Roads for Connected Britain. Yeah, I hope I can add some content today to the conference.
I'm sure you will, Joe. So before we get into the detail, Joe, do you want to explain to me why you're such a strong advocate of road marking surveys, and specifically why you feel an industry transformation is on the horizon?
Yeah, well, for all your road users and anyone watching this will have experience driving along a stretch of roadway and experiencing problems seeing the actual road markings while driving. And it's quite a frightening experience, particularly on unfamiliar roads when there's no markings to show you the way. And the consequences of poor road markings can be fatal. There's a whole load of reasons why those road markings aren't as visible as they should. Like poor quality marking materials, or maybe the wrong materials used for the road markings, poor application, natural wear over time, sunlight, and obviously wet roads and lack of road lighting can also have an effect. And I suppose Highways England, like other national road authorities globally, spend millions in building and maintaining good road infrastructure annually. And the challenge for these road authorities is to manage and prioritise that spend to ensure that budgets are spent on the parts of the road network that need it the most. I suppose in addition, vehicles using these road networks are changing, and presently an even greater challenge for road authorities because the automotive industry has developed more and more, and with using safety technologies also creeping into our vehicles. And we are already seeing dash cams and ADS, lane keep assist, etc. We know that autonomous vehicles, they're on their way, and some are here already. Just looking at advanced driver assistance, such as lane keep assist and lane departure warning systems, these are all safety systems in the vehicles, and they depend on good quality road markings. And that's irrespective of the road type or the road conditions. They need good quality markings day and night in all weather conditions. And the vehicles with advanced driver's assisted systems, they detect and read these road markings. They needed to guide and position the vehicle and confirm and recalibrate the vehicle position in the lane. And recent research and reports from all over the world have indicated that pavement markings are and will continue to be a primary roadway infrastructure element that autonomous vehicles and these safety technologies prefer to have and have them available for daytime appearance, but not also for nighttime appearance as well. Therefore, road marking improvements can benefit both humans and these safety technologies in the autonomous vehicles and ADS systems. It is anticipated in the EU by 2023, ADS safety systems will be mandatory on all new vehicles. That sets a deadline for road authorities to ensure that road markings are fit for purpose and can operate safely for ADS systems. So this is going to have a huge impact on the road marking industry. It is realistic to expect that road authorities will find themselves in very difficult positions if road marking issues are pinpointed as a factor in road traffic accidents. And for the the Highways England Design Manual for Roads and Bridges for Road Layout Inspection Assessment, CS126, is already tightening up the standards for road inspections and assessments of road markings and retroflective road studs on motorways and all-purpose roads. The key assessment requirements they want and are necessary for good road markings are assess road marking wear and the stud wear, the night visibility, which is the retroflectivity in day and night, and also the color and the day visibility, day contrast radio, and things like skid resistance. And in the past, these condition surveys were slow and expensive and less productive. And there was always a question mark over data reliability and accuracy with vehicle mounted systems. So I am, as you suggest, an advocate for road marking surveys, as this is the only way that I believe road authorities can make data informed decisions to prioritize and maintain the road markings. I also recognize that road surveyors need better equipment and technology to make these condition surveys more efficient, but also safer for the operators themselves and road workers. Keep them off the roadway by reducing road closures and traffic management. The data collected should be easy to process and analyze, and this can be a big problem that we're trying to solve. That is why I'm keen to get involved in this industry and develop the next generation of road marking condition assessment survey equipment.
So Joe, you specifically mentioned there that the need to make road marking surveys safer. How can that be achieved?
Well, we now offer safe survey technologies conforming to industry standards and do provide the same level of accuracy as traditional handheld devices. Yet these surveys now these technologies enable surveys to be conducted at normal traffic speeds, which in the past you would involve road closures. Obviously, with a handheld unit, you were talking about the need for traffic management and road closures, which ultimately is a safety issue for survey operators and road workers. Keep the road workers off the road as much as possible. In achieving the same level of accuracy with mobile survey equipment, there's no need to put workers at risk, and you can still ensure you get accurate and reliable road markings and road stud condition assessment. This is a lot more productive, more cost effective, and also ensures data is collected in a safe manner for everybody. Now, there is also a mood for change, as in Highways England, as illustrated with the introduction of the Highways England designated funds, focusing on making improvements that will make the biggest difference and deliver lasting benefits for road maintenance. New road asset management technologies hopefully will be embraced, as they have to play a role to supply more comprehensive data assessment in a safe and efficient manner, ensuring key road assets are maintained on Highways England roads. And failure to maintain road markings to the minimum standards could actually affect road authorities in many ways, and also county councils who are responsible. It could affect their legal status, resulting in court cases, claims, but also in a failure to collect fines, which is a major revenue generator for county councils. It can also have a detrimental effect on drivers if markings are not clearly visible day and night in all conditions. And over time, road safety can be affected by the visual performance of road markings, which degrades over time, reducing their day and night visibility. The other consideration here is the scale of the data challenge in collecting and analyzing the data. Imagine collating all the data from handheld units across multiple road markings on UK road networks and having to correlate them and present it in a meaningful way and help road maintenance engineers make useful maintenance decisions. It is a huge ask. We have introduced new technologies that are now available that can provide this detailed survey data, including the critical and non-critical road marking defects that Highways England identify in their CS126 document, and produce accurate GPS reference and data viewable on interactive software platforms with maps and video for post-analysis. They also include index menu of all their surveys at their fingertips, all the longitudinal lines, all the RPMs, and also the critical road marking areas, such as center lane markings and symbols. In other words, stop signs, giveaways, yield, slow markings, and yellow markings. These are critical signs, road markings that need to be assessed on Highways England roads. The key lesson here is, it is one thing to commission a national survey or any road survey. It's another thing, and more important, to consider how that data from these surveys can be processed and presented to help road engineers make informed decisions.
You're suggesting that technology and data has a significant part to play in this transformation of the road survey industry. Can you explain to me what you think these technology developments will look like?
Well, we've actually been working closely with Irish universities and companies like Intel over the last 7 years on various research products to develop technology to assist road maintenance engineers. And we've asked ourselves, what are the latest technologies like artificial intelligence and things like this developed that can be applied to road marking industry, and that will bring the level of data acquisition analysis that is needed to make road condition surveys more efficient. I suppose the goal is to give road authorities the means of prioritizing road maintenance, and ultimately to enable them predict maintenance programs to deliver safer road networks and better use of the taxpayers' money. So some of these technologies are, for instance, camera technologies, machine vision. These are similar systems now in operation in autonomous vehicles and ADAS vehicle safety systems. So our technologies, our retrotech technology, use machine vision to assess road markings. So this data can correlate well with the data that autonomous vehicles collect. Also, there's big advancements in lighting technologies. Lasers were the favorite source to collect road visibility data, but very expensive, restrictive to use from a safety point of view. And LEDs have now emerged, or LEDs have emerged as powerful and more economical, and also with long life. And of course, artificial intelligence, deep learning. We see this as having a major impact on all our society, but it will help deliver quantifiable data that authorities will use to identify road markings and symbols. What are they? Is it a stop sign? Is it a yield sign? Is it an arrow? Also calculate the wear and paint bead coverage to ensure the required quality is maintained in the various contracts, lining contracts. It'll also ensure that critical road markings are actually replaced after resurfacing and positioned correctly on the road. This seems to be a problem for county councils and General Highways England. I suppose in relation to surveying, processing, analysis, in the past, results were presented in Excel spreadsheets, pages and pages with really no visual indicators. Now we offer fully interactive software platforms to present data collected with color results thresholds with maps and videos, all GPS tagged for instant post-processing analysis.
This is really exciting to hear of the real application of neural networks AI into what is a very traditional road marking industry. But realistically, Joe, how far away is some of this technology?
Well, it's here, isn't it? We've already seen, we've seen AI and used in lots of technologies, but from our point of view, from road markings and assessment, we have already available the retrotech T, a front-mounted dynamic retroflectometer system, and now developing software also to include artificial intelligence for data analysis. I suppose as a result, surveyors can now survey full lane widths, inclusive of left lines, center lines, or edge of center lines, or lane lines, also markings and symbols in the center of the line, and also road suds, all in the one pass. And the processing of the data uses the techniques we discussed here today, machine vision, LED, and artificial intelligence, simplify post-survey processing, and also highlight the issues with road markings. Artificial will assist to identify these marking and symbols, an arrow, a stop sign, etc., as I've said, but also determine the amount of wear on the road markings, including the percentage of road marking material, paints or thermoplastics or tape remaining, and also the percentage of bead coverage on the markings. These are very expensive products, so authorities need to understand what they have and what they get in their contracts and what's actually on the road. The power of these systems will be realized as road authorities build up year-on-year road survey data and use predictive algorithms that we develop to support road engineers with the maintenance regimes. This is just the beginning of a journey, and the next generation of technology developments will bring even more quality data for the industry. Of that, I am certain.
Thanks, Joe. That's been a really fascinating insight into the future and indeed the present of road condition surveys. How do viewers contact you if they'd like further details?
Yeah, they can contact me, and I think we'll show at the end of this my contact details. But Reflective Measurement Systems is the company, and it's www.reflectivesystems.com. But just put retrotech on Google and you will find me very quickly. And my email is joeturley@reflective-systems.com. Thank you very much, and thanks for this opportunity. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, everyone, for your time. I hope you found this discussion interesting and informative, and enjoy the rest of the conference. Goodbye.
Thank you. Good luck.